Iran provides a new and I think extremely alarming phenomenon.
ما بالاخره یک نظام ضد آمریکایی هستیم. آمریکا با ما دشمن، ما با آمریکا دشمنیم.
What makes this particularly important and dangerous is the possession of nuclear weapons. Now, we don't know whether Iran has or hasn't nuclear weapons, but they're certainly making every effort to acquire them. And my guess is that they either have some already or will have them within a very short time.
Iran's nuclear program is thought to be spread over at least 50 sites. They could, at least in theory, enrich uranium to 90%, weapons grade, requiring some 2,000 centrifuges spinning to supersonic speeds.
They seem to be very serious about desiring to have nuclear weapons in spite of all this gibberish about peaceful uses of atomic power for electricity. Here's a country that's sitting on a lake of oil.
If Iran is not working on an atomic bomb program, they've managed by accident to inadvertently assemble most of the elements of it.
غزو العالم من أجل نشر كلمة لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله في ربوع العالم. لكن هذا الغزو لا يتحقق في هذا الأرض عبر العولمة الرأسمالية الأمريكية المتوحشة إلا بوجود المعصوم عليه السلام. ولكن هنالك فقهاء من أهل السنة والجماعة ومن الشيعة الإمامية الاثنى عشرية قالوا لا يشترط وجود المعصوم إذا تهيأت الظروف الموضوعية والذاتية وتهيأ الجند والسلاح والمال، بل حتى لو تهيأ البيروتي والفيكاوي والكرتومي نحتل العالم من أجل أن تنتصر كلمة لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله على قبة موسكو وواشنطن وباريس.
ما در ایران اولا همجنسباز مثل کشور شما نداریم.
We don't have homosexuals like in your country.
چیزی وجود نداره.
We don't have that in our country.
در ایران این چیزا وجود. در ایران پیام انقلاب پیام جهانی است، در جغرافیا و زمان محدود نمی شود. تردید نکنید که انشاءالله اسلام همه جهان رو برپا کرد، همه گله‌های جهان رو فتح کرد.
حالا تشریف بیار اینجا، وقتتون بخیر. شما به عنوان یه همشهری، یه هموطن ایرانی، کوششتون از نظر اسلامی، از نظر عرف جامعه اشکال نداره به نظر خودتون؟ به نظر خودتون خانم محترم میشه تو این مملکت چند لحظه صبر کنید همینجا اگر میشه. پشتتون موهاتون معلومه. بعد مانتوتونم که شلوارتونم که کوتاهه. شما با ما تشریف میارید داخل اتوبوس، یه صحبت کوچولویی با شما داریم.
TV, the world is thinking.
The problem is this. There are two, not tracks, there are two clocks ticking in Iran. One is the democracy movement clock, which is ticking now faster than it was, but it's got a lot of catching up to do. And the regime, remember, still has the monopoly of violence. And the Basiji and the goons who they employ may only be represent 5 to 10% of the population. I'm sure not more, but they do have a lot of force at their disposal, and they're very ruthless. And then there's the clock that's ticking towards nuclear weaponry, towards where these same goons will have nukes. Unless everyone here is very, very much unlike me or very much younger, they'll have had the fear in their life that one day a madman or a mad regime will get hold of a nuclear weapon. Well, you're about to find out what that feels like. And now that's where we can say that's not their internal affair. Iran has sworn repeatedly before every international body, the European Union, the UN, the International Atomic Energy Authority, it doesn't seek nuclear weapons, but it's lied. It's been caught lying. It's developing them very fast. It's going to use them for nuclear blackmail, not against Israel, in my opinion, but against neighboring Gulf Sunni states like Bahrain, which it will claim as its Kuwait. And then it will say, we walk into your country, what are you going to do? What's the West going to do? What's the UN going to do now they know we've got nukes? I was in, sorry if I bang on about this, but I think it's very important. I was in Beirut the other day. I got into a punch-up with the Hezbollah, the Iranian client in the region. The Hezbollah, their election rallies, they lost very badly in Lebanon, by the way, I was pleased to see, as I think they did in Iran, by the way, if the truth were known. But you couldn't help noticing at the election rally that the Hezbollah symbol now is a nuclear mushroom cloud. That's the party symbol with some Islamic words written underneath that I hardly need to translate to you. Now remember, the Iranian regime still says it doesn't seek nuclear weapons. That's its official public position, but they forgot to tell Hezbollah that was the line. And indeed, when Mahmoud Ahmadinejad the other day presided over the launching of some missiles that they were testing, he said, by the way, this also vindicates our nuclear program, again forgetting in public, as president, you're not supposed to admit that. They've solemnly sworn they don't. So among the crimes that would be committed if they were allowed to get nuclear weapons is no international law of any kind or any resolution of any international body would be worth a dime if they could tear it up that easily and just laugh at us. So the question is one for, not for me, but for everyone, or for the president, but for everyone in this room. Which do you think is worse? That the mullahs get a bomb after the way they've behaved to their own people and to their neighboring countries, and the way they intend to go on doing so, or that they be told that they can't have a bomb, and that we'd accept the logical and probable consequences in either case. You don't have to answer now, but you do have to ask yourself.